Hello everyone and welcome to the Ink Pen Airsoft YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Element replica of the Element Comtac II. Okay, first I'll go over the overall build quality of the headset. It's made of ABS plastic, which may appear to be a brown in this, but in real life it's actually OD. It's probably just the camera. Yep. So the quality is pretty good. I wouldn't abuse it, but it seems alright just for just airsoft. It'll be alright. And it's noise cancelling, so it will anything over 85 decibels it will cut it out. So just like ear defenders, well they are ear defenders, they're just electronic ones. And also they've obviously got the boom microphone for the radio, which goes down and leads to the military standard plug. Which, even though Element call it a military standard plug, it isn't actually a military standard plug. They just call it that because it sounds cool. And that plugs into the PTT, which any PTT of your choice. And we'll show you our one now. This is the PTT we ordered to go with the headset, because you don't get PTT with the headset, you have to order it separately. And this is a copy of a Nexus PTT. It's really good, this one. It's really robust, it's strong. It's got positive click for the push to talk, and there's a metal clip on the back which is really strong to clip onto molly, and you can rotate that clip for lots of different directions. But because the one complaint of this one though is it doesn't have a core bar, but apart from that it's really good. Okay, so the headset's powered by two AA batteries which go on each side of the ear. The one complaint though is the seal. It's not particularly good. Water can get in very easily, and so I wouldn't take this airsofting in a torrential downpour because it just, apparently it doesn't take well to water. It's better than the original, but still, it's not particularly sealed like the real one. For example, you can just see just here the exposed wires, which a little bit of electrical tape might fix that, but for just a little bit of rain. But for heavy rain, just wouldn't do. Okay, so it's got a boom microphone coming out the left side of the headset. You can only keep it on the left side though, that's good because 90% of people shoot off the right shoulder, so it doesn't really matter. It's got this wind cover on the end of it to stop, obviously keep the audio quality good when there's a lot of wind. But there's this seal which holds on. It's not particularly good. It's this kind of rubber, like elastic, and it can roll off really easily, and then you lose your windshield. But apparently it works pretty well without it, so it's not completely necessary. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. The boom itself is very good. It keeps a shape, so if you move your head it won't move out of position. You won't have to keep readjusting it, so that's good. It's a bit flimsy at the bottom down here, but I think that there's a screw you can tighten up, and that should fix most of your problems. So the boom mic itself can actually be removed quite easily from the headset, so if you want to use these just as ear defenders without the radio capability, you just want to pinch in and push out and pull, and it just comes off, and then you unplug it at the back. So now you basically have these just as ear defenders, but the one problem is you still have the down lead from the PTT. So you'd have to just have that dangling around. You might be able to wrap it around the headband or something. Another complaint we have about the lead for the PTT is it's a little bit short. It's only about 2 feet long, and sometimes when you have this going along the shoulder with a plate carrier or a Cirrus or a Rav or something, we found it to be a little bit short. So you have to adjust your vest a little bit, and then you'd be fine. But it's a little bit annoying. Okay, so like real contacts or most ear defenders, the earpieces can be removed by just putting your finger and they come out like this. Now these can actually be replaced by real pelt or ear cups, which is strongly recommended because this is a very kind of cheap fake leather, and it's not particularly good quality, and I think it could be worn away if it was kind of rubbing a little bit against your face all day long. So yeah, that's one complaint about the ear cups. But the replacement ones are really easy to get hold of. You can get them for just a couple of pounds or dollars wherever you are. So yeah, it's really good. So the audio quality itself, the headset's actually pretty good, because the original had a problem with a kind of high-pitched frequency. When you had the audio amplification on some of the higher settings, you could hear a kind of background hissing. They've removed that to most of it. You can still hear a little bit, but it's mostly gone. Because I played with one of the original ones, and it was a lot worse. The headset itself is turned on by these. These are the volume buttons and your power buttons. Just holding them on at the same time will turn them on and off. And the front one will turn it down, and the rear one will turn it up. Actually, the lowest setting on the volume is actually what you'd hear normally, and everything that's actually being amplified. So most of the time, I just have it on the lowest setting. Okay, the buttons are good. They have a good positive click. When you press them, which is good. Even with gloves on, like I have some Oakley SI Assault gloves, and when you press them, it's good, and it's good tactile feedback for them.
The headset itself is relatively comfortable. It's quite adjustable. It's like most Peltors. It's, you know, it can slide up here and you can fit on your head. It'll fit most head shapes and size. And there's this kind of leather band, which is, well, I would say leather. It's kind of cheap fake leather, but it's supposed to increase comfort. But you can get a wraparound kind of cloth sleeve which goes over that, and it makes it look a bit cooler and also provides better comfort as well. Okay, I'll now go over some of the cons of this headset, and there are quite a few. I'll list them in order. The first one is like I said, the leather. It's not particularly good, but that's really no big deal. After all, it's only $38, so what do you expect? The headband itself, which you can see here, it's a cheap kind of aluminium, and it can bend quite easily, and you wouldn't want to sit on this or something by accident or anything, because it would just, you know, or put a heavy bag on it, it would just, I think it could bend quite easily and be deformed. The noise cancelling, it works. We've tried it with shooting 7.62 in it. It cuts out, but it doesn't come back in straight away. Like we had a pair of sword-ins there, real ones as well, and they were, I mean, the quality, it was noticeably better on the sword-ins, how they came back in. Yeah, like I said, the exposed wires and the battery covers, the seal's not particularly good, and there are no trademarks on this. On the real one, I believe here, there's a white sticker, kind of metal sticker, kind of stuck on with Peltor written on it, and, you know, national stock numbers and all that kind of thing. But, you know, it's a replica, and I don't think they particularly want to get sued by Peltor. So, okay, so that's it for our pretty mediocre review. I'm sure I've probably missed something because we put this together in about 2 minutes. But so if you have any questions, just fire us off a PM or write a comment. So yeah, so that's it. So yeah, thanks for watching.